Yeah, Death Row wanted to sign us, but you know, Wild was like, hey man, we could do this ourselves. We end up starting our own situation. We wanted our own label. We wanted to be like Death Row. They had Death Row, we had Raw Dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They smoke chronic, we smoke hay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like whatever y'all doing, we're gonna do something
In
like
our
it,
own
but
version.
we're gonna do it in our Chicago version of it. And with the willings of the Lord, it happened.
When the world starts spinning and the truth gets blurred, the OGs stepping voices to be heard. With wisdom so grand, they're here to break it down. Gotta tell it like it is all around the town. OG chopping block, where the real talk don't stop. Cutting through the BS, bringing truth to the top. Every episode, the truth unfolds.
This is where we put it on the block, and as I say, let's chop it up. Today, I have a longtime friend. So long that I refer to him as my little brother. That's how far we go back. That's not disrespectful, that's being honorable, because that's just our history. He's from the group Crucial Conflict. He is none other than my man, Coldhard. Let's chop it up.
How you doing? Blessings to the chopping block and yourself,
Thank you,
OG
brother.
Rick. I am Coldhard from the group Crucial Conflict, and we are here on the chopping block.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
chop it up.
Let's chop it up. Hey, man, I want to talk a little bit about your journey.
Yes, sir.
You started rapping. This is a twofold question because it's very important.
Yes, sir.
You started rapping when, and you're from where that got you in the game?
I started rapping in 1986, like actually doing the rap. I was beatboxing and just loving on music and stuff at first.
Right.
From my mother and them playing Blowfly, you know, Curtis Blow.
Wow.
You know, Run DMC and UTFO. You know, those was like my first introductions to becoming a rapper. I couldn't really get it at first, how to connect the words, so I was beatboxing. And a friend of mine at school was like, nah, man, you probably should try to rap because, you know, you got the persona for it, and it just, everybody like you, you'll be a great. I seen my sister boyfriend at the time. They was rapping on the corner on Latrobe and Chicago Avenue. And they had a song called The Gates of Hell. It inspired me so much seeing them do it. I went home and wrote me a verse to it. And I came back and spit it for them, and they was laughing. You know, I was like, I'm gonna be better than all y'all. You know what I mean? But they weren't laughing at me. They was laughing because they couldn't believe that it sounded that good for this to be my first rap.
Yeah, you just went home and came back with this.
Yeah. And they was like, no, that's
admiration.
That's good shit.
Right.
You know, I'm like, for real, that's good shit, man. So it kicked it off. I kept going to like 87. I ran into 87, 88. I ran into Wild Style from Crucial Conflict.
Yes,
he was
sir.
already doing Crucial Conflict in 87.
Yes, sir. I will do. Yes, sir.
And I admired them so much for having their own music.
Who was he with at that time?
Wild Style, Kilo, my other group member, and two other my brothers, which is Tony and Gino, which was also a part of Crucial Conflict at the time. And they was cold too. You know, and
still cold.
They're still cold, and I just admire them for being great artist and able to have access to studios and Wild Style's the producer. He made his own music and
Say
everything.
that again.
Yeah, Wild Style is the producer. He produced all of our albums, every single song.
Oh my God.
And maybe two he didn't produce. One by Warren G. We have a collaboration with, and also a collaboration with the king of R&B, R. Kelly himself. Like them, the only beats probably Wild Style didn't do.
Let me interject something real quick, and I want you to continue that story. Man, I was in California. Guess who walks in the door? Man, Wild Style walk in the door. He look at me and I look at him. I say, man, what you doing here? He say, hey, man, we finna get the cooking in here. Man, that brother went in there, man, and set his studio up and put his game down, man, and them cats went up in there, man.
Yeah.
All I could do was look. I said, man, this dude is amazing, man. Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
Blowed my mind. I just want to throw that experience in there because I want the audience to understand what we're talking about here. We're talking about a group of guys, man, that's just fucking deadly.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm talking about from the beginning of music to the end of it.
Yeah, man.
When it hits your play.
Yeah, man.
So I just want to thank you for letting me put that in there and shout out to my little dude, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. He definitely a scientist when it comes to that music, man. He eat, sleep, shit, and think music. That's all he do. He love it, and it's a blessing that I was able to become a part of.
I get it.
This group, you know, it saved my life.
And you were at that time, you were a little wild guy.
Totally.
I know. And you were from where?
Chicago Avenue. You did.
Hey.
Rolling with the stumpers of the stumpers.
Hey,
you
man.
know.
That's where we're cut from. He and I, those brothers, we are Chicago Avenue.
Yes.
No, let's make no mistake about it.
Yes.
We are Chicago Avenue. I'm not excluding or disrespecting any of
Anyone
our
else.
guys off of Chicago Avenue. But Chicago Avenue is some real shit, man.
Yes, it is.
We used to call that Cambodia.
I'm telling you.
You ain't hear me. Cambodia was a place in Vietnam that was off the chain.
Yeah.
Chicago Avenue was off the chain. I'm not glorifying it.
Yes.
What I'm trying to explain to you is this journey we had to take and to be blessed to still be here.
Yeah, man. We actually can consider ourselves Chicago Avenue survivors.
Man,
Like we can actually say that we are survivors of the toughest inner city ghetto on the west side of Chicago. You know?
That's real talk, man.
This inspired all this writing.
That's where I'm going.
It inspired us with the pen. You know, I didn't know how to get away from that life. Wild and Kilo had been ventured inside of this music industry and had been traveled the world 2 times before I even got in the group. You know.
Wow.
Once we assembled as us 4, you know, I didn't know it was gonna become bigger than what it was. I was just trying to get out of those streets. And before I was all the way signed in with Crucial Conflict, I used to deal with this guy by the name of Nate Hill.
Get out of here.
From Pocket Town.
Get out of here.
South Side.
Y'all didn't hear him. Y'all, the Nate Hill.
The Nate Hill. You know, and this guy was treating me absolutely great, you know what I'm saying, for whatever they said he was or how he is.
He was.
He was.
He was that guy.
He was that guy. But he treated me with 100 pounds of respect, and he kind of brought me back with currency, because I had just got out of jail. I didn't have a window to piss in, a pot to throw it out with.
Nate had plenty of that.
And he had plenty of that. And I was writing music for him. down in New York City. I was staying downtown Manhattan for like 2 or 3 months.
Didn't Nate have a recording company?
He had a recording company. He had a private plane. He had
Oh
he
my
had
God.
everything rappers and people dream about, and he wasn't either one.
Wow.
You know, this
No, he
guy
was
was
that dude.
really a top notcher.
He
But
was.
we didn't see eye to eye musically.
Okay.
You know, he was a street guy.
For real, for real.
You know, and me being a street guy with this talent though, you know, I know what I want to say.
Right.
I know what I feel like when I'm saying it. And he kind of was not allowing that.
Right.
You know, things I wanted to say from where I'm from. I wanted to speak on the almighty nation. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And things of it. I didn't want to glorify it. I wanted to show people what would happen and what's happening when
And
you're
what
into this
happened.
life and what happened from this lifestyle.
Right.
And certain things I would say in my music, he didn't agree with.
Because he
would come
was from the other
He's
spectrum.
from the other spectrum. And he'd come back and say, hey, everybody ain't this.
Right.
And I say, everybody ain't that. You know what I mean? So, but let's put it together. I'm like, in 1960, it was LSD.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was Lower Stones and Disciples. It was a
Exactly.
conglomerate. Hey, man, let's be a conglomerate. And we weren't seeing eye to eye with that. So I was continuing to record songs with Crucial Conflict just as us being a clique, homies.
Right.
I was in New York, I get a phone call from Wild Style. He said, hey man, fly down here to California with us.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Going down.
I flew back and we flew to California. And all while we were there, it was 9 of us that went down to California.
Wow.
But while we were there, we trying to, you know, show our talents in front of everybody. Suge Knight, whoever,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And we was, and everywhere, you know, whatever it was happening in Cali, we were there. But when we were told to rhyme, it was only 4 of us that kept rapping. Me, Wild Style, Kilo, and Never. Every time that y'all gonna spit something, we light it up.
Right.
You know, whoever comes, hey, these the guys I'm telling you about from Chicago. Every artist in LA was coming to our hotel room
To hear this stuff.
to hear this shit. They like, man, everybody running around here talking about these motherfuckers from Chicago, man. So whoever came up to the room, we popped that shit. You know, we crossed the hall from Aaron Hall, down the hall from Heavy D.
Wow.
Up under Rakim.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That we seeing all these entertainers in this hotel. We staying in the La Montrose.
Okay.
In California. So we in the hallway, you know, flexing and everything. Here come Biggie, get out the car,
Wow.
and you know, walking in. Oh man, that go dude. You know, that's the big homie with the song, like Juicy.
You dig?
And Craig Mack was that. We've started just seeing so many different artists, man. So you know that
Ego.
yeah, and that challenge nature, you know.
Hey.
Yeah, well, we should be a group, man. You know, we came up with that solution. And Wild always had a different idea for songs.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, we're in the hotel in California, rhyming for everybody. You know what I mean? And, you know, we would happen to be good friends with the label, Death Row. And we were friends with, you know, Big Suge. And he kind of took us places.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? When
Did
we
he
came
want to
down
sign
there.
you?
Yeah, Death Row wanted to sign us. But, you know, Wild was like, hey, man, we could do this ourselves. You know?
'Cause no, Wild's a
thinker.
great. He's a genius with this
thinker.
game.
He was like, we could do this ourselves, man. So he told Shorty, like, man, let's go back to the crib. You know, let's go back, because, you know, Shorty was had the money up for us. You know what I'm saying?
somewhat of a manager.
Yeah, he was playing the part of that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Helping us coach through it. You know what I'm saying? With the studio facility and buying the weed. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And paying
it
for
along.
different stuff,
Yeah,
pushing it
pushing it
along.
along.
Just helping with the vibe at the time. You know what I mean? And spending the money for us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But there was a whole situation before that with Wild and them and all that stuff there. Where I can't really speak on that because I would need them here
Right.
to fill that portion of it
We'll
in.
get to it.
I can fill in the portion of where we at with Shorty. We came back to Chicago and we ended up starting our own situation. We wanted our own label. We wanted to be like Death Row. They had Death Row, we had Raw Dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They smoke chronic, we smoke hay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like whatever y'all doing, we're gonna do something
In
like
our
it,
own
but we're gonna
version.
do it in our Chicago version of it. And with the willings of the Lord, it happened. We had a few songs that we had presented to all the labels
Right.
in the game. We sent out like in what we used to call them then.
That's
No. It's the compilation
okay.
tape.
Yeah.
A compilation tape with different artists because we wasn't just trying to put us out.
Right.
We was trying to be
You want
a
to make
label. We
right.
wanted to be the CEOs and
Right.
things of this nature, which we thought we were. We thought we were all partnered with
Right.
our CEO.
Right.
We thought we all was CEO,
Exactly.
but we ended up being artists. We didn't know that.
Right.
You got to learn in the industry.
business.
You got to learn the business. And I think we was young and just eager to do something different and get up out them streets, because I didn't get to be a kid while I was running with Willie and them. I
Right.
didn't get to be a kid running with Noon and Scooter. I ain't get to be no kid.
Right.
So when I got back in Crucial Conflict, like my childhood came back and I could be silly and I can, laugh and joke and do funny stuff again. Cause around the chief and them, you just this and that's
What's
it.
up, Jack?
You on security or you working? And that's just what it was,
Right.
I wouldn't give any of it back. I'm thankful I experienced all of it because it brought me where I'm at now.
That made you the person you are.
Made me the person I am, and I'm thankful for it.
Willie was our friend.
Yes, he was. He just was a notorious motherfucker.
Hey, man. But he was our friend.
He was our friend. And the music game, man, happened so fast after we got back.
Wow.
I didn't know that God had anointed this on us.
Right.
We prayed for it and asked for it, but we didn't know when the receiving of it was about to take place.
You didn't know what to expect in the reality of it.
Yeah,
I
man.
get it.
Didn't know what to expect. And one day you just chilling in the studio, and the next day you walk outside. It's posters of you everywhere. It's bus benches of you everywhere. It's cars crashing when people see you. That's him right there. Look at the boom. You can't walk in the mall. People losing their job at the airport, jumping over the McDonald's
Overnight.
desk, coming up overnight. So, we don't know how to accept all this newfound fame, but we embracing it. We loving it. We young.
I want you to focus on that a little bit.
Yeah.
For the brothers that this is going to happen to.
Yeah.
Because see, a lot of guys, when they get on, you and I have seen it.
Yeah.
They try to bring that lifestyle there with them.
Yeah.
This shit don't work like that.
No.
So hit on that a little bit, man, and how you had to transition.
Had to transition. I actually had to go and ask. Like, hey, man, listen. I'm doing this now.
Right.
How
do I do this?
How do I get away from being active and being like this? And as far as my nation of brothers, They was
Go getters.
go get it, man.
Come on, man. Stop playing. We talking unknown, man.
Bring us back.
You did.
You know, and they were proud. Then they seen that I'm with 3 other guys, all us a different nation.
Right.
He this, and I'm this. You know, all us different segments of life and from
Right.
different neighborhoods, which all our people were warring with each other.
I get it.
My clan of people was warring with his. His was warring with his. His was warring with his. But when we got together,
Y'all
the
gotta get
war
this
stopped.
bread. Yeah, we got to get this bread.
The war stopped when they seen us together and we came out with them songs.
Hey.
We did a song called To the Left. And made rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Sean and Mon, the twins.
Oh, man, twins.
Sean and Mon, may he rest in peace. They had a picnic for him, you know,
Right.
and at Miller's Meadows, and we went up there and we did the United song for us. It was called Universal Love.
Yeah.
We performed it for the first time at that picnic, and to see all the faces of different people, you know, in different organizations, all embracing one another.
Man.
I don't want to say that we had something to do with that, but I want to say we had something to do with that. You know
is
what I
what it
mean?
is. Yeah.
And
But you have to think about, and I want you to finish, but you have to know the climate of the avenue then and the climate of the west side.
it was dangerous.
So what you were doing, and to be able to bring all of that together to come see you guys, because each one of them got a guy in this thing.
Yeah.
And we talking about something finna go platinum here, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's a whole nother game. Everybody got a sense of pride here.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
you know, and you can finish, but shout out to Sutton. That's my man. That's
I'm
my
trying
dude
to tell
now.
you, Frosty Bill,
Hey,
baby.
man, I was just with him in a gathering, an event
Yeah.
Saturday.
It's actually their birthday today.
Is it?
Wow. It's the twins' birthday today.
Shout out to the twins.
Sean and Mon, happy birthday, baby.
Hey, man.
Long
For real,
live
for real.
Mon.
For real,
And
for real.
yeah, getting embraced by the neighborhood and seeing the brothers be proud of us, you know,
Think we wasn't?
that alone kept the energy up for what was about to take place with Crucial Conflict. And after the single released, it skyrocketed.
It was over.
It skyrocketed.
Back in the time that we're talking about, this shit was grimy.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. We were lost. You know,
Yeah.
I'm talking about, this shit was a war zone. For
Yeah.
real, for real.
Yeah, it was tough,
Yeah,
man.
bullshit ain't nothing. But they got something out now. This drill music.
Yeah.
No disrespect to you brothers.
Yeah.
You know, but putting this thing on wax, it done up the ante in the game, man.
Yeah.
You know, the time we're talking about, this shit was boots on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, today, it done went to a different level. How has that affected the industry?
I think that the media affected it because had social media been out in 1995, 96, they've been blaming us for the same thing.
I get it.
You know, these guys is just expressing themselves. They come from the inner city ghetto just like us, and they get to show more
Their reality.
of their reality with social media. And some of these people live these lives. They wasn't entertainers. They don't care about rap, none of
Amen.
that. They realize that they can make some money from it. And what I'm saying, people like. And whether they know it or not, Chicago is the most influential city in America, man. Whatever we did up here in Chicago went internationally around the world. It went all the way to Iraq and all the way to Finland. It went all around the planet.
Yes, sir.
And because it's Chicagoans, it's considered bad. You know, right now, no disrespect to the Crips and Bloods in California, but you got the president crip walking. You know what I'm saying? You got Crip and Blood being spoke on in every fourth conversation. TV, comedy, love stories, whatever it is, got a Crip of Blood in it,
Yes, sir.
or a GD, in it.
Yes, sir.
At one point they were saying Washington, D.C. was the worst capital in the history of the world, and then it flew over to Baltimore, then it flew back over to California, then it come to Chicago. When it come to Chicago, it's like y'all the worst influencers of all time. This damn drill music, oh my God, what is this? Woo woo. You forgetting that we used to listen to Ice-T Colors. You forgot we was listening to that? We was listening to South Central Cartel. We was listening to inner city people from ghettos across America who spoke their realities.
Mimicking it.
We listened to what they was talking about. And we always thought people overlooked down south. They always called people in the South slow and all this. Them people moving fast as hell. And they thinking fast as hell. And
What?
you see, right now, they run the game. They at the top of the game right now. When it was overlooked and they was calling them country and laughing at them for having gold teeth.
They ain't motherfucking
And laughing
country
at
no
them
more,
for
is it?
having, and they influenced everything that lived.
Hello.
Everybody wanted gold fronts. Everybody want big chains on their neck. This don't just come from New York City.
Oh, no.
New York City might be the fastest, but it ain't the most influential.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's influencing every city in America, man. And before you get to know somebody from New York,
Hey.
you gonna know your idols from your neighborhood. You gonna see the Bishop Don Juans. You gonna see him. When you 11 years old, you gonna see a green and gold Rolls Royce come past your crib and like, man, where he getting all that money from? This is what's gonna hit you. When back in the bingo on that car days. That's my car. That bingo on there, that's my car. You see King Bean them come through there. And then we got to watch Mr. Rick, with 6,000 outfits. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable change of clothes, When you're a young guy and your mother still taking care of you, you desire to be like those neighborhood idols.
Exactly.
They got 5 and 6 and 7, 8 pair of different shoes, 4, 5 different cars to switch up in, the 30 different outfits, you know what I'm saying? And a
Crazy.
big old fucking pocket of money.
Crazy.
It's hard to really focus on what you got to do when you seeing what you want to do.
Hey, man. We could give some shout out to some guys, brother. I'm trying to tell you, there was some hell of a people
They were.
in our coming.
They were. We from the city where motherfuckers bury their kids in Cadillac coffins, homie.
You understand what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm saying? You thought that was the sharpest going home of all time when Willie the Wimp died.
Man,
you know what I'm
stop
saying?
playing.
It was all over television. You did, when Monroe Banks passed away, they had a horse and carriage walk him around the neighborhood 10 times. It was, like he hit the news, man. It was in the
Crazy.
newspaper. So the guys from our neighborhood were celebrities already. They probably weren't worldwide celebrities, but they was nationwide
Hey, man.
celebrities. City to city,
Some of
state
them
to
was
state.
worldwide.
Some of them was worldwide.
We're going to touch on a few names. I come up under a cat, man. To this day, I ain't met one colder than him, Gangsta Paul.
Oh, Lord.
And
have
would tell
mercy.
you in a minute, my name ain't Gangsta Paul. My name is Paul Gangsta. You understand what I'm saying? I was his right-hand man.
Yeah.
This shit was crazy.
Yeah.
We got people like Kenny Steele.
Oswald.
Hey, man, stop playing around
You
here.
know what I mean?
Hey, man, we're talking about some influential people.
And we can't forget about the man. we can't forget about the man. Burrell, man.
Oh my God, talked to him last week. Oh my God.
Listen, these just influential hood mongers.
Hey,
you
man.
know what I mean?
And half of them have gone on to be at the top of the game.
Yeah, man.
I'm talking about righteously.
Yes, sir.
Legally.
Yes, sir.
Doing some crazy shit.
Yes, sir.
You know, there were so many people in that era. You know, we're not glorifying the street part of it. We're talking about guys that
influential
crawled up out of it.
Yeah,
Man,
influential guys.
Yes.
Money Wrong, Baby Ty. You know, these guys was influential, and as an MC and a member of what they do, you got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Hey, man.
Some of it, what they don't understand is in our time, we couldn't talk about it.
For real.
We had to disguise whatever we was talking about in music. Like right now with the drill, they saying exactly what the hell happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was standing over here, and they walked up to him and they did this. They explained what's happening in the streets and living it at the same time and doing it at the same time. And then they would go do interviews about it. Yeah, we shot him. And after we shot him, he was shaking, and they explained their crimes. You know, we couldn't explain our crimes. It was the OG code in our neighborhood to shut your goddamn mouth, and you couldn't be glorifying what you seen somebody else do, because that's dry snitching. It's like we telling on him on the low. Wow. So we found ways of speaking about things
without speaking about
things. So the new age people now probably will look at us and say, "Hey, what was they talking about?"
Hey, man.
You know, the lingo different.
I'm gonna throw something in here because I don't want you young brothers to think that we're being disrespectful toward you.
We're totally not.
We understand. And I'm going to throw something out here that he and I could gravitate to, because it's the same life. It's just, it wasn't put out front like this.
It's a different shine on it.
So we come from this, you know, and I'm saying this to say to the brothers in drill music, hey, man, first of all, the industry, they have a scientific method of making us enemies toward each other.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, man, that power has to be reversed so that we can work that power together to make progress.
Yeah, man.
Are you understanding? We're not hating on you. What we're saying is we love your energy, but we got to redirect it, man. We can't become victims of our own juice.
That's what happens, man. Most of the time, we become victims of our own juice, like they're becoming now. And I respect these young guys so much because
to the fullest.
I see them wanting to be different. I seen Chief Keef.
Come on, man.
I watched him grow up. I seen him. I don't know him personally. I'm not gonna say that, but I watched him. You know, he wanted to be different.
I seen him flip the game.
You know, he did flip the game. He changed the entire industry, bro.
Flipped the
He
game.
He changed the entire industry, man. And the brother Lil Durk, he changed the industry as well. Chance the Rapper, he changed the industry as well. And he don't do drill music.
No. But he still changed the game. His influence.
He still got that influential power. And what I want to say about the drill stuff too is, I like the shit. You know,
I get it.
I admire it. I feel like being blamed for past history, because Chicago been a riot. You know, just like California been a riot. But nobody blames Snoop Dogg for the stuff that happens in California. He ain't get blamed for it.
I get it.
They blame them brothers for what happens in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
They ain't even here. They somewhere else getting blamed for what happens here.
Totally get it.
That's all because of them being influential. That's it. You know, yeah, they come from that street life. Yeah, they probably done banged and went into it, but who didn't?
But
who didn't?
Here's what I want to say to you, brothers, out of respect. You do these things to get from where you are to another space.
Yeah.
Once you get to that other space, you begin to see a different world.
Yeah.
Now you want to transition to a different life.
Yeah.
But look at the damage that it has caused. So all I'm saying to you is, in your journey, think about when you gotta look back. Be conscious of the damages that you causing. Because I guarantee you, when you get in this space, you're not gonna let that shit around you, no kind of way.
Yeah.
Now I'm just keeping it real with you. I ain't saying you're gonna sell out, you're gonna be a punk, none of that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this shit comes with the game.
It does.
You know, so you're gonna leave all of this damage back here, and it's gonna keep breeding when you can also take that energy and that wisdom that you have, and you can make this here a better place.
And we had an interview with Daddy Kane. Shouts out to Big
Shout
Daddy.
way
Big
big
Daddy Kane.
big shouts out to Big
My
Daddy
man.
Kane.
That's my man.
And he was giving us who influenced him in the rap game. Sort of give us the origin of Crucial Conflict in that era of music. Who was your influence? Because I know everyone had somebody they was looking to sort of pattern themselves out. And then we got about 10 minutes. I know you got to get going.
Our influences were the 12 people we got to see in the industry. When we was growing up, it was only 12 or 13 people you could look at on TV that rap.
Repeated.
EPMD, the Big Daddy Kane, DJ Quick for the West Coast, Ice Cube, them. It was only a few, man. Slick Rick, Luke Skywalker from over in Miami.
Man.
You know, it was really only New York and California artists in the whole industry.
They were being played repeatedly.
That was it. Wasn't no Chicago talent out in the 80s.
No,
That's
sir.
what I'm saying. Like I know California had their sound. New York had their sound.
Yeah.
And you guys brought Chicago sound. People was like, oh.
We had that combination of all of them. From being fans of KRS-One, fans of Scarface, who could show you a picture by talking. When he rap, you see what he talking about. It's
Believe that.
inside your mind, you can see it. When KRS-One detailed some stuff, you felt like he stayed around the corner from you. When Rakim spoke, you thought that you needed to go to Egypt and go to the Mecca. You wanted to go holy. You wanted to learn more. These guys was that influential. As a kid, listening to Curtis Blow, the Fat Boys, you know, we were influenced by all of them. So what could you do? Put all of them in one bowl and
Gumbo.
take what you learned from him, connect it, and see what you come out with it on yourself. Because the first person who came out from Chicago, I say, on the MC side, was Twista. Twista was the first person to get
Cracking.
a deal for rapping in Chicago as our age group of rappers, because you can't forget about Captain D now, you know, from back in the day, Super Sperm and all them studs. You can't forget about Pig Meat
Quick.
Martin. You dig what I'm saying? Which is the very first hip hop artist in the whole world. You know, Pig Meat Martin. Then we got Sir Rapping Duke. That's Chicago, man. All them guys, they from here. But they out of our league. You know, that's our mothers and stuff grew up with those guys. But we got the Curtis Blows, the Fat Boys, the Run DMCs, Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, EPMD, you know, Queen Latifah, you know, Naughty by Nature, and you know, and so on. Tupac, and all them people came in our era when we was about to come out. You know what I'm saying? But the people before was totally influential. The Poor Righteous Teachers, you know, Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs, Heavy D, you know. These guys were big. Special Ed. These guys were big, man.
Giant.
Big. UTFO, Roxanne, that's we skating. Cool Mo D, you know, Go See the Doctor, Skeezers. That was the drug dealer song for us. You know what I'm saying? Like the sound made us want to get fresh. You know, we walk in, Skeezers. Boom, 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 Skeezers. You know, all that stuff influenced us, and the great LL Cool J.
Man.
The most influential rapper of all times. You know what I'm saying? He is because he the first person to bring that rah, you know. Everybody else was kind of cool and, you know, saying who they was and things of that nature. And the Fat Boys, man, these guys were the greatest, man. These were the greatest MCs of influence for 80s and 90s rappers. I know them or us didn't think it'd be 10 million rappers now. You know, in Chicago, it was only 7 to 8. You know, they was laughing at it. You know, out west, you know, we used to be trying to get some of the OG. Invest your money up in this, man. Put some money. Ain't nobody messing with that shit, man. That shit ain't nothing. Not some of them in the penitentiary. Like, I should have listened to y'all, man. I seen them damn videos, man. Y'all, I should have listened. You know, but it wasn't that they weren't really listening. It's just that one they knack. You know, they didn't grow up like that.
How many cats from the west side in your period went platinum?
Common, The Brat, Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, and Twister.
And what about P-Child?
They didn't go platinum.
They didn't go platinum?
No, they didn't go platinum. They went gold. That's still good, 500,000 units. That's still fantastic. It's only a few people that went platinum and triple platinum in Chicago. You know, The Brat was the first female artist to sell 1 million records with the MC game, you know, and Twisted them double platinum off of and different albums, and all us were just that circle right there. But see, now you got platinum artists. You got G Herbo, platinum artist.
Shit's crazy.
Chief
now.
Keef, platinum artist. Chance the Rapper is a platinum artist. Lil Durk is a platinum artist. So now it's them four that's in the league with platinum sales. Oh, and my little cousin Dreezy, she went platinum as well. So, what's the young brother name? I got the drift from my famous Dex. He went like 3 times platinum.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So we got some platinum artists in Chicago of the millennials. We got platinum artists. Then in the 90s, there were only us.
A handful.
It was only a handful. And now you got thousands of MCs in Chicago now when it wasn't none, you know?
Right.
So now it seems like when you do concerts, you kind of doing concerts for other artists instead of just being music lovers and listeners and watchers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When we was on stage, it was all fans. Now it's competition and the audience watching.
Right.
They ain't got shit on us.
Right.
They can't beat us. But some of them never make it to get on that stage to compete to say,
But still
they
greasy.
ain't got nothing on us, but they greasy. They saying everything about the artist that's doing something. Like Chief Keef, you can best believe they calling him out his name, talking about him like a dog around here. But when he come up here in the concert, it's hard for you to get in, buddy. It's deep as hell. Everybody want to go see him. You know, you want to talk about Crucial Conflict, call them all out their names or whatever, but then you look up, it's 30,000 people in the audience. You damn, they still like them? Like, what's going on?
No.
You know, what Chicagoans hate to see the most is longevity. I can't believe they still doing it all the time. Damn, the rumors didn't hurt them. The talk about them didn't hurt. Damn, they still smiling. Man, we talked about y'all like a dog. You know, but we skirted from that. We living, baby.
It's like R&B. You guys are now the modern day survivors
I'm trying to
of
tell
R&B.
you. I'm trying
You see what I'm
to tell
saying? We still listening to the dramatics and
We love them.
the enchantments.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So today in hip hop, that's y'all.
And Mr. Vic, I appreciate you saying that, man, that we're like the Temptations and
Man, for
you know
real,
all
for
that
real.
stuff for Chicago, cause that feel 100%
Man, that's some real
great.
shit.
That's so gracious, man, for the give us the status of those great iconic brothers, man. I'd like to look at us like that too. I like to say Twista is the Sam Cooke.
You see what I'm saying?
Chicago.
Do or die.
Do or die is the notations.
Man, come
you
on,
know what
man.
I'm saying? Crucial Conflict, the Temptation. You know, Psycho Drumming them is the Shoutouts.
Man, thank you.
You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
on, man. We finna go off, man. He done went off. He done went off on the deep end. Psychodrama and all these our little
Yeah,
dudes, man. They're grown men now, but them was our little dudes.
Yeah, man. Blessings to each and every last Chicago artist
Man.
that it is, man. I
Much
love
love.
them all. I love Do or Die. I love Twister. I love Psychodrama. Triple Darkness. You know, these are my friends.
Man.
COG. I
Real
love
friends.
them. And we can't leave out the brother Common is a great brother. And our sister, you know, she was one of the first. The
To
brat.
kick the dough down.
The brat. She don't get spoke on enough in this city. She don't get spoke on enough. The
Hey.
brat.
About Kanye.
Man, what?
We'll get to him. And I love Shauna.
Hello.
She is, if not the best, you know, female MC in the industry. Like she is very difficult to deal with. She can do anything when it comes to artistry and writing. She can do anything. Her and this other girl I know, that's an up and coming MC by the name of Sweet Juices. These girls' pen is impeccable. Like, it's hard for guys to compete with these ladies or anything, you know, and that's why the brat should never not be spoke on, because her influence amongst the ladies in this city is still powerful and strong right now to this day. The influence Twista put upon the city is still powerful and strong to this day. Do or Die, us, Crucial Conflict, we impacted not only Chicago, but internationally around the world, man. You know, foreign states, third world countries, everything, man. You know, we've been there.
Kick the doors down.
You know, we've been
No,
there.
there ain't no need to,
Man,
ain't no need to, you know, pretending like it didn't happen.
It happened.
Yeah, kick the fucking doors down.
Kick the fucking doors down, and to thank God that he still allows us to perform in sold out venues.
Man.
Thank God that he still give us the breathing breath to perform on these stages and handle 20 and 30 minutes worth of high power performing in
Man,
Showtime.
stop playing with it, man. And
Thank
the goddamn
God.
joint go up every time y'all
Every
hit the
time,
stage.
man. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm leaving out a guy. D.A. Smart.
What?
This the baddest motherfucker alive. You know what I'm saying? This guy here, man, is, without selling that many records, his
Nigga.
influence,
Nigga,
impeccable.
I managed him when he was 15 years old.
Bad motherfucker,
This
man.
dude is fucking phenomenal.
Bad motherfucker. Man.
Unbelievable
I love him, D.A. Smart.
to this day.
And I'm thankful for Kanye West. I'm thankful for him.
man, what-
He's a phenomenon from Chicago. His blessings came better than all of us. All of us that been going since the early 90s and everything, his blessings overachieved what we even thought we can do.
Another level.
You know what I'm saying? And I respect him, you know, even though we don't talk much and I don't see him much, especially not now.
No, I mean-
But you know, back then, we can run into Kanye and have some
Beautiful
peaceful conversations.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? However he is now, I can't mount on to it, but I'm still a big fan of his. And
He's still one of us.
he's still one of us. And no matter what people think about him or how they, etch him out to be or whatever, he's still one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And he influential and he outdid the whole goddamn rap game.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? He became a billionaire from Chicago.
Hey, man.
$6.something billion off being him.
Hey, man.
That's
being
huge.
the creative guy that he is, that got his reality right here,
Yeah, man.
you know.
Yeah, man.
So, hey, man, look, you know, see, we putting this shit on the chopping block, man.
So we can chop it.
You understand? I'm talking about, man, we really ain't even got started, but, you know, we don't want to hold y'all forever. So,
Yeah.
you know, people still got things to do,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
lives to live, you know. But, hey, this is what you're going to be getting, man. This is real life. This is real talk. You know, the original OGs, that's real American history.
Yes, it is.
This game right here on the chopping block, this some whole nother shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, it ain't just gonna be about Chicago.
Yeah.
We coming to your city, man,
Near you.
and we want you to come chop it up with us. You understand what I'm saying? Cause you got the same stories, man. This just one town, man. We finna take this game cross country. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking for you guys to subscribe to this thing now. Subscribe to the original OGs. 'Cause
We
I'm
need you
telling
all of you.
I'm telling you, man, we're coming to your city. We need your guidance. We need to know who is real so that we don't misrepresent you. So go in there and subscribe, man. We're trying to do 100,000 subscribers by November.
And that's just trying.
Hey, man.
We want 9 million subscribers.
And we're gonna get there. We're gonna turn this shit up next month. We got some things on the table, man. This shit finna go crazy, man. But we wanna stay connected with you. We wanna keep it real with you.
Yes,
We
indeed.
wanna tell real stories.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, we wanna give real flowers to the people that deserve them today.
Because they deserve it.
Hey, man, for real, for real.
Because they deserve it.
We want to talk about the people in your circle like we talk about the people
In
our
ours.
circle.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying? We cut from that cloth, and I'm sure you are too. So we ain't hating on nobody, man.
Yeah, we're going to uplift ours, though.
Hey, man, for real. Oh, man, nigga,
We
this
gonna
West
uplift
Side
our-
till I die. I ain't gonna bullshit. I ain't gonna even sugarcoat it with you. I'm a West
believe
Side nigga until they throw dirt in my face.
Please believe.
I'm just trying to tell you like it is. You know, I ain't hating on nobody. I done lived everywhere, man, and I done met
Tell
some
you.
cold players.
I'm trying to
and they
tell
done
you.
gave me some cold game.
Yes, sir.
And I honor and respect that. You know, so this ain't about hating, man.
Nah.
You know, we're trying to paint a beautiful picture here.
Yeah.
You know, and we want everybody to have a little pain in it.
Yeah.
Real simple. So, hey, man, subscribe, baby, because we coming at you. We coming to a town, hey, near you.
All 10 million of y'all.
believe that. Hey, that's it. That's all.
Blessings.
The world starts spinning and the truth gets blurred. The OGs stepping voices to be heard. With wisdom so grand, they're here to break it down. Gotta tell it like it is all around the town. OG chopping block, where the real talk don't stop. Cutting through the